After Jesus shares his last meal with his disciples and they leave from the table, he says to them, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful. I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. If you don't remain in me, you are like a branch that is thrown away and withers. Such branches are picked up, thrown into the fire, and burned. My command is this: love each other as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. You are my friends if you do what I command. I no longer call you servants, because the servant doesn't know what his master's up to. Instead, I've called you friends, for everything that I learned from my Father I have made known to you. You didn't choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit, fruit that will last, and so that whatever you ask in my name, the Father will give you. This is my command: love each other. If the world hates you, keep in mind that it hated me first. If they persecuted me, they will persecute you also. Whoever hates me hates my Father as well. If I hadn't done among them the works no one else had done, they wouldn't be guilty of sin, but as it is, they have seen, and yet they have hated both me and my Father. But this is to fulfill what was written in their law: they hated me without reason. When the Advocate comes, whom I will send to you from the Father, the Spirit of truth who goes out from the Father, he will testify about me, and you also must testify, for you have been with me from the beginning. All this I have told you so that you will not fall away. They will put you out of the synagogue. In fact, the time is coming when anyone who kills you will think they're offering a service to God. They will do such things because they have not known the Father or me. But very truly I tell you, it's for your good that I am going away. Unless I go away, the Advocate won't come to you. But if I go, I will send him to you. When he comes, he will prove the world to be in the wrong about sin and righteousness and judgment. About sin, because people don't believe in me. About righteousness, because I am going to the Father, where you can see me no longer. And about judgment, because the prince of this world now stands condemned. I have much more to say to you, more than you can now bear. But when he, the Spirit of truth, comes, he will guide you into all the truth. He will not speak on his own. He will speak only what he hears, and he will tell you what is yet to come. He will glorify me, because it is from me that he will receive what he will make known to you. All that belongs to the Father is mine. And Jesus again says that in a little while the disciples won't see him anymore, but the disciples are still confused as to what Jesus is talking about. So Jesus tells them that very soon the world will rejoice while they mourn. And he tells them that they will grieve, but they will see him again, and they will rejoice when they see him, and the joy they will receive is not something that the world is able to ever take away from them. He also tells them that one day he will no longer speak to them figuratively about the Father, but he will speak plainly about him. And not only because Jesus has an in with the Father, but because they love and know Jesus, they also have an in with the Father, because they have met him in Jesus. And the disciples are like, "Finally, you're not speaking in metaphors anymore. Now we know that you know all things. You know our questions before we ask them." Jesus is like, "So you believe me now, do you? We'll see about that. Pretty soon all of you will be scattered and leave me all alone. But I'm not alone, because my Father is with me." Jesus then prays that he will be glorified as the Son, so that the Father may also be glorified. He says that the Father gave the Son the authority to give people eternal life. But what is eternal life? Jesus says it is to know the only true God and to know Jesus Christ whom he sent. And Jesus prays, "Father, glorify me in your presence with the glory I had with you before the world began." Jesus then prays for the disciples that God had given him, saying that they have helped to bring him glory, and they will need protection from the world when he's gone. He prays that the disciples will be one, as he and the Father are one. And he says, "My prayer is not that you take them out of the world, but that you protect them from the evil one. They are not of the world, even as I am not of it. Sanctify them by the truth. Your word is truth. As you sent me into the world, I have sent them into the world. For them I sanctify myself, that they too may truly be sanctified." And Jesus then prays for everyone who will one day believe the message of the disciples, that they will all be one, just as he and the Father are one.